Little bit of breaking news here, Breeze Nation, as the Chicago Bears, unfortunately, are going to have a little bit more of a limited run game. Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We got the final injury report here. Just wanted to update you guys on this because it seems like it's going to be the Kyle Monangai show. And y'all know I'm a big Manungai. I think this young man can carry the football. I think he's somebody who can carry the running back load. He's going to get his first opportunity here versus what I would say is a struggling Bengals run defense. And I think that's kind of the nice way to speak about their run defense. Listen, right now with what you have with this Bears team, looking at the injury report, Luther Burden is going to be out. Roshan Johnson is going to be out. Dominique Robinson is going to be out. And DeAndre Swift is going to be out. Amen Agbangbamiga is questionable for this game. Grady Jarrett, DNP, that was a rest day for him, trying to get, find those rest days where you can with the bye week behind you now. Excuse me. Cole Kmet was a full go. DJ Moore, full go. Roma Dunze, full go. Tyree Stevenson, full go. Joe Tooney, full go. And Olamide Zaccheaus, full go. And like I said, this is going to be the Kyle Monangai show. And this one sucks. But when Ben Johnson talked about what he felt was best for the team and needing to have DeAndre Swift possibly not play in this game at that point that he was having that conversation. Now we see that he isn't going to play in this game. The conversation around that was sometimes you got to protect the player from himself. And DeAndre Swift has been somebody who over the last couple of weeks has fought through the injury, fought through the pain, got himself back on the field, hasn't had 2 back-to-back DNPs the entire season, and he's gotten on the field and tried to give you his all. Today, could Swifty have gone based on how Ben Johnson kind of talked about it? I feel like you probably could be in a situation where he's gone, but what you don't want to do is aggravate that injury even more to a point where now you're talking about DeAndre Swift missing more time because he's dealing with more pain. You want to start to let some of those things heal up as much as possible. And I'll say this as well. I think it shows the confidence that Ben Johnson has in a guy like Kyle Monangai to go out there and get this job done. Your running backs right now with Roshan Johnson down as well. You're going Kyle Monangai. I would assume Travis Homer is in this conversation, and maybe you end up bringing somebody up from the practice squad here if possible, but I would think you're probably going with the group that you have currently on the team here with Helmer and with Manungai. And listen, Kyle Monangai has been somebody who, when given the football, when given the opportunity, he's been able to carry that run game load for you. He has. He's been above 4.6 yards per carry through most of his games here. I think, that's been that big number that Eric Bieniemy has really been trying to hammer home. And I think the big thing for this young back that you have is that he's got the confidence of his head coach. He said that earlier in the season, but actually it might have been before the season started of, hey, we know that this is somebody that when the fall gets here, welcome to the fall, we can rely on in those moments. On the season right now, 42 rush attempts, 186 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, and he's got 1 touchdown on the season. I would not be surprised to see Kyle Monangai get himself back up above that 4.4 yards per carry and have himself a pretty good game versus a Cincinnati Bengal defense that, let's be real, this is one where you should be able to get offensively right. That's all I'm going to say on that, right? Like we've talked about it ad nauseum. It possibly are going to be playing without Trey Hendrickson as well. With that being the conversation, this is a game where the offense should look pretty on par with what we saw earlier on in the season. And dare I say, it's a game where it should look very similar to that Dallas game. Now, the difference in this game versus that game, right, is that I would expect that the relationship that Joe Flacco and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase have built up, especially with the banged up cornerback room that the Bears currently have, just now introducing C.J. Gardner-Johnson to the defense, right? There's going to be a little bit more give and take here. I've said that this is going to probably be a little bit more of a back and forth game where the Bears win kind of by the skin of their teeth, or a 1-score game. I think I have it 34-31 as the finish. But to me, I truly I feel like this is a game where Kyle Monangai should still be solid. He's still been above 4 plus yards per game, like I pointed out there earlier, and where you're Caleb Williams in this offense need to get on track. The big thing that you have to be on point with coming into this game is to be able to overcome losing DeAndre Swift for this game. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. We heard Declan Doyle, we heard Ben Johnson talk about some of the unorthodox ways that they're trying to get things corrected. I don't know what the answer is there with some of the pre-snap penalties and stuff. They said they're doing some different things in practice this week. I don't know if that's up downs. I don't know if that's making guys run. I don't know what the conversation is, but I'll tell you what, Ben Johnson's fed up with it, and I think this Bears offense can't afford to have to deal with those problems this week versus a team that, if you give them a chance offensively, we've seen that they can go out there and take it. Yes, they lost to Justin Fields in that last game, but they did lose by putting up 38 points in that game. So it's not like the offense wasn't able to go out there and score the football. At the end of the day, it's going to be a tough loss. You're going to have everybody else rally around Kyle Monangai and this running game. And hopefully you see this young man have his first big game where he's able to flourish and ball out. Very similar to what we saw in that New Orleans game. I would assume this is probably the first time he's back around 13 to 15 carries. Last time we saw that, he was pretty good. Let's hope we can see that again. Hey, man, let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. As always, it's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love. Peace.